I always wanted to be a singer.
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But would you believe me if I told you that in about 2 minutes I turned that into this?
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away.
Or this?
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away.
Or this with some harmonies.
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away.
Pretty crazy. It's the same lyrics, same melody, same rhythm, but now suddenly a professional singer. So let me show you the secret way on how to create professional vocals in a matter of minutes. So first thing first, we need to sync and record our vocal. So I already have some chords in here as well. So just simple piano, and then I recorded my vocal. Of course, I wrote down the lyrics, which I prefer to do myself, and then I sang the vocal. And it doesn't have to be good at all. You just sing the melody, the lyrics, and the rhythm as close as to what you imagine the end result to be.
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away from the troubles of yesterday. Maybe that's when I finally find a way. When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away. So I try to find a way, maybe I'll find it another day.
Yeah, so that's me singing. I'm sure you can do better, but this is all you need to get professional vocals in 2 minutes. So now that we got this, we just need to export this into MP3 file and then we can continue. So once you got your MP3 file with you singing and the chords in the background, you can upload it to Suno. Now this is not a sponsored video at all, but I'm using Suno because I think it works the best for this type of thing. So all you need to do is click on audio and upload your MP3 file. Hit save, save to library, and now we have it here. Now what we're gonna do is hit remix and edit and do cover. It's probably the most reliable because it's gonna sort of re-sing the vocal you sang, but in a much better way. So hit cover, and it already auto-generates the lyrics based on what you sang, but I prefer to put in the original ones just in case it gets something wrong. So just hit it with the original lyrics, and then you can set up the style. Again, it's gonna auto-set it up based on what it hears, but here you can set it based on what kind of result you are looking for. So just to test this out, let's do emotional piano and let's just hit create. So now it created a cover song from my original vocal.
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away from the troubles of yesterday. Maybe that's when I finally find a way. When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away. So I try to find a way, maybe I'll find it.
Okay, so right off the bat, it sang it exactly how I sang it, but just way better. But it's the same rhythm, same pronunciation, same melody and the lyrics. And I feel like that's quite amazing because it's way better than just taking a vocal from like Splice or something and putting it on a song because everybody else is using the same vocal. But here you actually create the melody, the lyrics, the rhythm. So it starts from your creative input. Therefore, I don't really see a problem with it. Now, of course, it created a whole song with it, but you can just get the vocal by itself. Click on Get Stems, Vocal and Instrumental.
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away from the troubles of yesterday. Maybe that's when I finally find a way.
So you can just download it, put it in your DAW. It will be the same BPM as your original song as well, so it will fit right in. And yeah, now you have a professional vocal created based on your creative input and you can use it in your song. I know people hate AI for different reasons, but I think using it as a tool like this is actually really useful. So I'm gonna do one more because I actually want to create a synthwave track from this. So I'm gonna set the style to synthwave and hit create. So I've generated a few vocals, got the stems, and this was my favorite. The BPM is already set to 100. And just one more time, this is the original.
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away.
And this is the new one.
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away from the troubles of yesterday. Maybe that's when I finally find a way.
And in this one, it actually did a second take where he sings in falsetto, which I really liked.
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away from the troubles of yesterday. Maybe that's when I finally find a way.
Beautiful. Now all you need to do is either set up your track around this vocal or add this vocal into your already existing track that it was meant for. So let me just go over the track I've created real quick and then we're gonna hear the vocal with the track. So it's a synthwave track. We've got the kick. We've got some cymbals. we've got snares. All of these samples are from my sample pack Synthwave Runner, which is available on STPLSounds.com. We've also got bass, then chords. All of these sounds are also from the Synthwave Runner sample pack. These are the presets for Serum. Then we've got this melody. And then we've got this melody. So yeah, if you want to grab these sounds, all the samples and presets, check out STPL Sounds, link is below. You can get the Synthwave Runner pack by itself, or you can grab STPL Access, which is one-time payment only, and you get access to all of our sample packs that we currently have, and all the future packs that will come out. You'll get those for free as well. So you get unlimited access to all of our packs forever, and you only pay once, so no monthly payments. So check it out, link is below. Let me show you the instrumental. And now, let's hear it with the vocal, let's hear the entire track. We've got something interesting in the end as well. Enjoy!
When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away from the troubles of yesterday. Maybe that's when I finally find a way. When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away. So I'll try to find a way. Maybe I'll find it another day. When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away from the troubles of yesterday. Maybe that's when I finally find a way. When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away. So I'll try to find a way. Maybe I'll wait another day. When I finally find a way, I cannot seem to get away from the troubles of yesterday. Maybe that's when I finally find a way. When I